So with the current digital era that we're living right now, every single individual wants to diversify and make some money on the side. And one store that everybody's talking about, they talk about it all the time, is Etsy, right? And my team and I have decided to do some research on that. We did some research and we actually found out 5 digital download products that you can actually sell on Etsy and make money on the side. So without wasting much time, let's get to it. So the first one that we're going to talk about today is... Trust me, before I even tell you, it is going to blow your mind because most of you probably be like, really? I mean, I can already do that. So why? Let me show you a store on Etsy that actually sells resume templates. So when you go on Etsy.com, right, and you type in resume templates and you come here, people are actually purchasing resume template that goes on for $49, $7, and it goes on and on from there, depending on the price mark that they want to do it. You can write your resume all right. You can put it together and everything, but then is it appealing enough? Let me show you a store on Etsy. So when you come to some of these stores on Etsy, right, we're just going to click one random one that, you know, you could probably click on. Let's say we come to this one here. You're selling a resume template. It says monogram resume, CV template, you know, blah, 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 Google Drive, all that stuff. They're selling it for $7.74. When you come in here, you can actually download it after you're done. It gives you that kind of like professional look to the resume as compared to you actually writing a resume on Microsoft Word and actually having the resume there. You needed to have that aesthetics. You needed to have that appealing feel, that professionalism. And that's where Etsy comes in. People sell that on there. Okay. I think the main reason why people would actually purchase these resume templates from Etsy is because in the current job market, right, it is very difficult for recruiters to actually have, or for you to have your resume stand out, or recruiters to actually reach out to you, because every single body out there is looking for a job. Most companies are doing layoffs. Most people are trying to apply for jobs. Most people are in there. And if you want to stand out, you have to have something that's unique. So if everybody's submitting a Word document that's a resume that they want to submit, you on the other hand can actually go ahead and submit a nice professional looking resume template. And where are you going to get that from? Etsy. So this is kind of like one of those tricks where you actually build these up. And if you want me to go in depth on how you can actually get these resume templates that I just showed you on there, how you can actually get these templates looking all fine, looking all nice, looking all professional, if you want me to go in depth, let me know in the comment section and I'll make sure to go ahead and actually take you through the process on how to get these resume templates and then post them on Etsy. Okay, so this one actually leads into my next product that I'm going to talk about today, which a lot of you probably be like, I could probably get this off of Michael's or a different store, whatever the case is, but people are actually using it on Etsy. It is these jar and laundry labels. These jar and laundry labels are something that people are actually purchasing a lot. And when I say jar and laundry labels, let me show you what I mean. When you come to Etsy and you type in jar or laundry labels, let me show you an example. So this store on here is selling these labels here that you can see here. I'm going to zoom in. See how it has honey almond handcrafted soap, that label that you see on there. This is something that people are selling on Etsy and they're making money. And this is something that takes about 5 minutes to make. You can make about 10 of them, 20 of them, 15 of them, and then post them on Etsy, and then you have sellers actually purchase them from you. So these labels, there's several ones of them. So let's say if you come in here, sellers selling ranging from $10 all the way over to $18, $34, as you can see here. It goes all the way down to $22, and it keeps going on and on from there. It depends on the label and how you design it and how you want it to look at the end, because how appealing it looks is how people are actually going to purchase it, right? You have to have your font looking right. And remember, like I stated earlier, if you want me to go in depth into any of these products that I'm talking about on the channel today, let me know and I will do a breakdown of every single one of them for you guys to be able to follow and then post your stuff on Etsy to make money as well. Okay, so jar and laundry labels are something that people are actually you know, purchasing on Etsy, and people are actually selling on Etsy and they're making money from, because let's say if we come in here, let me show you one example that I can look at here. So there's a seller that has had 2.3k sales. So if they're selling this one for $5 and they've made 2.3k sales, do the math. They're making good money on there. Okay, it doesn't have to probably take you away from your full-time job, but this is something that you can actually make money from on the side and not having to put in a lot of work. All you have to do is just design, put it on Etsy, and then you're good and you make money from there. This actually leads into my third one. So the third one that I'm going to talk about today is printable cards. When I say printable cards, I'm talking about the get well soon cards, the birthday cards, the Mother's Day cards, and you know, one of those stuff, the ones that I'm talking about. You actually get the idea of what I'm talking about. So Mother's Day just passed last Sunday, right? And if you actually was a seller on Etsy that had printable cards on there and you actually wanted to sell it to your clients, this is something that you could have redesigned and put on Etsy, and people will actually purchase from Etsy and use it for Mother's Day. Those ones actually boom when it comes to occasions. So let's say on Mother's Day you could create that, on Father's Day you can create that, Thanksgiving you can create that, Christmas you can create that, put it on Etsy, and people will actually purchase from you, and then you make money money from it. So let's look at a couple of stores. So this store right here is selling it for $4.31, and they've had 1.3K sales so far. This store is selling for $2.99 if they've had 1.1K, $7, and they've had 3.7K. I know a lot of you probably talk about the fact that Etsy is very saturated now. You'll probably not get sales. That is why I have a video that you can actually watch up here. I'm probably going to put the link up here. You can actually watch that video where I walk through every single step on what to do to make sure that you're generating good SEO for your store, to make sure that Etsy is redirecting clients to your store so they can actually see it and actually make purchases from you. But these cards are stuff that people are actually purchasing, like happy birthday cards, get well soon cards, all these bundled up cards and stuff. These are stuff that people are actually purchasing. So that is something that you should look into. And like I said, again, if you want me to really go in depth into it, let me know and I'll do a dedicated video diving really deep into how to go about making all these stuff. Okay, so the next one that we're going to talk about today is the self-care planner. The self-care planner is something that actually starts off from January, kind of like the early months of the year, all the way to December. And the reason why I say that is in the beginning of every year, every single individual out there wants to start going to the gym, wants to do some self-care plan, wants to do some meal planning, some crazy stuff that they want to do. And then when it gets to like the middle of the year, like July, August and stuff, they're like, I can't really do this anymore. Yes, those are the stuff that I'm talking about, the self-care planner. So the self-care planners are ones that, people actually do, where they can write their journals in there, what they want to do, their plans for the year, or, anything that has to do with self-care that they want to actually plan out and do. These are stuff that you can actually generate and actually put on Etsy, and people are actually going to purchase this because people are psychologically in tune with these type of stuff, right? And people actually purchase this. So if you're selling for $6 on there and you have like, let's say 3K sales, you're making good money from there. Let me show you a couple of people that have actually made some good money from there. So let's say this seller here has 7.6K sales so far. 7.6K. It says reviews, so reviews leading into sales, right? And they sell it for $6.29. Do the math. They're actually making good money from this. So if you have other sellers that are actually making, let's say 177 sales on there, selling for $3, $32, and they've had 6.7K sales. 6.7K sales for $32. It's $32 and people are actually purchasing it. These are stuff that you can actually make easily online, and I can walk you through every single process on how to make this. Remember, I said in the beginning that these side hustles or these digital downloads that you can sell on Etsy, it takes patience, it takes time. It is not magic. It's not going to be overnight. Yes, there's a possibility that you would have those outliers that would have that overnight sales, overnight boom and stuff. Totally understand that, but you have to have it at the back of your mind that there's a possibility that it might take a minute. But if you do not want it to take a minute, that is why I have that video that I was talking about earlier on how to optimize your Etsy store to make sure that you are making, the big bang for your buck. Okay, but without wasting much time, I do hope that I gave you some great gems today. Till I see you again, please do not forget to leave a comment. Let me know how I did. If I did well, let me know. If I didn't, let me know. But leave a comment, like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, share it with your father, mother, sister, uncle, brother, so they can actually make money on the side as well. Till I see you again. Peace.